Hi, I'm Tammy Davis of Good Hoofkeeping Natural Hoof Care, and this is a video of a maintenance trim that was performed on July 14, 2011. The horse that I am trimming today is Sweet Pea, a 5-year-old Haflinger mare. Sweet Pea is a champion young dressage horse. Sweet Pea is also a terrific trail and beach riding horse. It's time for Sweet Pea's maintenance trim. This is how her hooves look after 5 weeks. During the spring and summer, Sweet Pea is trimmed every 4 to 5 weeks. While Sweet Pea's hooves still look good, they have grown a significant amount, and it is important to trim them before they begin to chip, crack, or flare. Trimming the hooves at appropriate intervals is important so that the horse doesn't have to readjust to each trim from an overgrown hoof to a shorter, more correct length of hoof. The hoof wall is first trimmed down with the nippers. The hoof wall has been trimmed with the nippers to just above the level of the sole. Note that the sole has not been trimmed. Horses receiving regular maintenance trims do not usually need to have the sole trimmed if the horse is provided with an environment that encourages plenty of movement. Sweet Pea is ridden 5 days a week and lives in a paddock with pea gravel. Her soles maintain beautifully, and trimming them would create sensitivity. Next, the bars are trimmed so that they are slightly passive to the hoof wall. It is important that the bars are not removed. Removing bars hinders sole growth, weakens the back of the hoof, and disturbs the integrity of the internal arch. Note that the frog is not overly trimmed. This allows the frog to toughen and callus, reducing sensitivity and acting as a natural barrier to thrush. The trimmed hoof wall is then smoothed with the rasp. Hoof wall trimming complete. Note that the walls from quarters to heels have been trimmed following the natural arch at the quarters. By following the natural arch at the quarters, pressure points are reduced, promoting even wall growth that is resistant to flaring, chipping, and quarter cracks. The heels have been trimmed by first gauging the sole depth at the back of the foot to ensure adequate sole coverage, and then trimmed to allow the back of the foot to have contact with the ground. When the back part of the foot does not make contact with the ground, concussion is not properly absorbed but is transmitted to the bones and other tissues of the foot that are not designed to absorb such an impact, leading to chronic hoof problems and lameness. The last step is to finish the bottom of the hoof wall with a bevel or Mustang roll. By rolling the wall, the hoof is not subject to a separational force. A separational force makes the wall prone to chipping and cracking and contributes to flaring, stretched laminae, and laminitis. The bevel is then smoothed with the rasp. Beveling the wall also eases breakover. Here is a close-up view of the Mustang roll. The roll is then completed from the top. And here is the finished hoof. For more information on natural trimming, visit www.goodhoofkeeping.com. To schedule an appointment, call Tammy at 541-968-4660 or by email tammy@goodhoofkeeping.com. Contact Tammy today to start your horse on a more natural and healthier lifestyle by providing an alternative to traditional hoof care.